welcome to today's chat, stress. Does it affect the body and how can we help ourselves? So I think with COVID-19, many are feeling stress, anxiety, a lot of worrying about whether we're going to enter into stage 4. But I must say, there's a lot that are coping extremely well. A lot are enjoying working from home. They're loving having the time to do things that they've never been able to do before. And of course, that quality time together with their family and their animals. So that's fantastic to hear some of those great feedback that ones are coping well. But there are some job seekers, some who are unemployed, and of course some who have lost their job and never experienced being unemployed find this a stressful situation. So that's why I thought today's chat could be a good one. Just to understand what stress does to the body and how can we help ourselves to relieve some of that stress. So let's have a look first. When we're stressed, our brain sends out stress hormones. These are the same that trigger your body's fight and flight response. For example, your heart's going to race, your breath will quicken, your muscles ready for action. This response was designed to protect your body in an emergency by preparing you to react quickly. But when stress occurs day after day, yes, your health is at serious risk. Stress can affect your physiological and psychological conditions like depression, anxiety, high blood pressure, heart disease, heartburn, insomnia, weak immune system, lack of concentration, weight gain, and headaches. So there's a lot of conditions there that stress can play a big part in our bodies. And there's even a lot more that I'm sure many can think of. So the next question is then, what can we do as individuals to assist in preventing stress day after day? So number one, exercise. And some of you may not be the boot camp girl like myself, but it could be just a quick walk around the block. And don't forget, if you're mowing your lawns, cleaning your house, this is all classed as exercise. So maybe just ask yourself, how much exercise are you getting on a daily basis? Because that exercise can prevent stress and anxiety. The next is quality sleep. Are you getting that deep quality sleep? They actually say there's probably 40% of people out there that aren't. They're saying there's 40% of people not diagnosed with sleep apnea. Now, sleep apnea is, if you're a candidate who snores excessively and you sort of wake yourself up, you should possibly be tested for sleep apnea. Because what's happening is you're not getting enough oxygen to the brain, and therefore you're not getting into that deep sleep, and you're a perfect candidate also for minor strokes or a major stroke. So that's a good one to check. Quality sleep is important. And with quality sleep, I think we've got to look at our bedrooms. Are they designed just for sleep alone? Or are we doing other activities? There is one other activity we can do there, but are we playing video games? Are we on our phone constantly in the bedroom? Because this can prevent our quality sleep. The other is do something different in your routine. Now, we've mentioned before how we are creatures of habit. And this is probably to our detriment. So stop and look at your routine and think about what can you do differently? Because sometimes doing something different is like a holiday. A change is wonderful. And that could be, reading different books to what you normally read, watching a different movie or a style of movie. I'm one of those girls who love true stories. And many years ago, I had a friend in Sydney, and his name's Don, he could even be listening to this. He introduced me to black comedy, and I think the movie was Fargo. Well, that opened a whole new world for me. So try something new. Don't just say, no, I don't like that. No, I'm not into that sort of thing. Give it a go, because that can create happiness, laughter, and also reduce stress. Another thing we can do is meditate and find calm and stillness. Now, often this is through meditation, but it can also be through yoga. It can also be just sitting alone on the beach and thinking about your life. Are you happy as an individual with where you are currently? Taking that stillness and that calm is important, because today we tend to constantly have TV going, music, video games, people talking. we're not good at being still. And being still with your own thoughts is an excellent opportunity to relieve stress and think about your future, where you want to go, where you want to head. Another wonderful thing that can help stress is having beautiful things around you, having beautiful people around you. These sort of things make us smile. These things make us feel comfortable. I always believe don't put importance on these things. I love nice things. I love a nice home and I love to drive a nice car, but I don't put importance on them because when I die, I'm not taking them with me. But what they do is give me happiness and joy while I'm here on this earth. And I think that's important. We all have to remember we deserve happiness and we deserve to have nice things and never take second best because you deserve the best. It's as simple as that. Another wonderful thing that can help us relieve stress is practical gratitude. Now, I always remember Oprah encouraging us all to have a gratitude journal. And it was a wonderful thing. Many people benefited from it. And what a gratitude journal means is to stop and look and think about what you're thankful for today. What are you happy that you have in your life today? And it's a wonderful thing to do because quite often we're all about, oh, I wished I had that. I don't have that. God, I wished I was like Jennifer. She seems to have everything. Everything works right for Jennifer. So those sort of thoughts don't help us within our own mind game. So having time to have a gratitude journal and write down every day what you're grateful for. I'm grateful for the fact that I have a job to go back to after this isolation. I'm grateful that I have a lovely home to live in. I've worked very hard to have this home, but I take pride in it. I'm grateful that I have quality friends. I'm grateful for these little chats that I'm doing because I'm connecting with people that I haven't connected with for quite some time. And I'm grateful for the fact that I have this time in isolation to really appreciate what I do have. And I was sharing with a lovely friend, Chris. Many of you might know Chris from Steps. We were chatting the other day and how this time has really made us appreciate the friends we have. Because we can't just now go jump in our car and go visit someone. I was texting someone last night and I was just about to say, what night are you free to come for dinner this week? And then quickly realised I can't have anyone over for dinner. So this time, it does make me so appreciate the friends that I do have in my life. And I said to Chris yesterday, when this isolation's over, I'm having a party. We're having a frozen margarita party. Dogs and friends are all welcome. And we're going to enjoy being together and appreciating that we can be together. So guys, what are you grateful for today? What do you appreciate in your life? Think about those things. They can help you with your stress. Another one, the last one I want to talk about is what can help us with stress is to detach from drama. Some of us are really good at attracting drama in our lives. You'll know these people and we often call them the drama queens. But sometimes we're really good at getting involved in things in the workplace that maybe we shouldn't be getting involved in. Getting involved in that gossip. Getting caught up in maybe a dispute in the office. And it could be just creating drama in your personal life because that's what you thrive on. Be careful because drama will raise your heart rate and drama creates a lot of stress. And then we can't sleep at night because we're worrying about it or we're processing it. So just ask yourself, are you one of those people that attract drama? Because that could be what's creating stress in your life. So guys, I always remember a saying, if the body is stressed, it's ill at ease. If it's ill at ease, it can become diseased. So be careful. Stress, as that saying says, can kill the body. In many ways it can. If you're having a lot of stress long term, your body's not in a healthy state. And that's when you'll start getting all those ailments that we talked about. Weight gain, headaches, insomnia, heart attacks, heartburn, high blood pressure. They're all the things that you're going to attract by constantly stressing. I often say to my job seekers, there's no point stressing until it happens. Don't worry about what hasn't happened because that creates stress. I'll worry about it when it happens. So guys, be the person